River Bluff Experience is an exclusive water park at the JW Marriott Hotel in San Antonio, Texas. This is one of the biggest perks if you stay at this luxury resort, but non-hotel guests can also visit. Just know, you'll be paying a lot if you want to visit. In this review, I will share everything you need to know about this water park to help you determine if it's worth visiting. The JW Marriott San Antonio opened in 2010. This is a colossal property on the northern edge of the city. It occupies a whopping 600 acres and has 1,002 guest rooms. There are event spaces, 2 18-hole golf courses, and for the sake of this video, the River Bluff Experience Water Park. This has been part of the resort from day one. Initially, it spanned just 5 acres, but it was expanded to 9 acres in 2016. Unlike most hotels with water parks that place them indoors, this one is located outdoors. Per the hotel, as long as temperatures are above 55 degrees, it should open. We were worried River Bluff Experience would be closed for us because we visited on a cool, rainy day, but temperatures were above 55 in the low 60s, and sure enough, it was open. Most people were scared off by the cooler air temperatures, but the water was perfectly comfortable because it was heated to a toasty 80 degrees. However, this was not well advertised, so we were the only ones there all morning. It felt like a VIP experience where we had rented out the park. That is also why you will not see anyone else in the footage. There literally was no one else there. I was impressed they were even open, but there probably is greater pressure because it's part of the hotel with the resort fee. Needless to say, everything was a walk-on. The only waits we had was waiting for the employees to come over to operate the slides for us. Everyone we interacted with was super friendly and personable, even though we were the only thing keeping them from sheltering in a warm place. Most days, there are more than just 2 people in the park, so employees will already be stationed at the slides. But from what I understand, queues are still minimal because of how they severely limit crowds. I was shocked how beautiful this park was. It felt like a tropical oasis. The landscaping is fantastic. It is one of the greenest water parks I have visited. There are trees everywhere, and some of the slides are built into a hill as a bonus. Then, there are all sorts of pools, all of which have crystal clear water. You have standard pools, plus a large hot tub. On top of that, there's a sandy beach area and no shortage of lounge chairs. This place is designed to be a relaxing experience. Unless we missed it, we did not see any lockers available for rent. That was fine for us, because we could keep our valuables in our room, but this would certainly impact people visiting for the day, so plan accordingly if you're not comfortable keeping your belongings on a lounge chair. One other nice touch is that the walking surfaces are not hot asphalt. They instead are a softer rock surface. This is appreciated when you do a lot of walking in the summer. The pools typically have longer hours. During our visit, the pools were open from 8 a.m. all the way until 10 p.m. The water slides in Lazy River had shorter hours due to the staffing requirements. For us, these were open from 10 a.m. until 6 or 7 p.m. Now let's run through the water park offerings. The Lazy River circles a large chunk of the park. The course is super slow, but that makes it all the more relaxing. The route maintains the same level of landscaping as the rest of the park. This is paired with some music along the way. And as with a lot of lazy rivers, there are multiple spots to enter and exit, so this is a convenient way to traverse the park. Moving on to the water slides, there are 2 main towers. The largest stands 60 feet or 18 meters tall. It contains 2 thrilling speed slides from Whitewater West. Hill Country Plunge drops you straight down. You look over the golf course and water park. Then, you push yourself over the edge and have a steep drop. It is steep enough that you will feel yourself lift off the slide at the start. Then you hydroplane over the runoff trough and come to a splashing stop. And unlike some speed slides, This one was perfectly smooth on my back. Canyon Oak Twister is a trapdoor speed slide. There's a lot of suspense waiting for the floor to fall out. After a countdown, you have a short but steep initial descent. I did not get any airtime, but it did offer a brief falling sensation. This is followed by a helix. It is fast, but light on the force, and this one is also smooth. The other slide tower is home to Cibolo Falls, a pair of tube slides. The left side is considerably wilder in my opinion. After some quick dips in the dark, you head outdoors with a good head of speed. You fly around a corner, and then you have a double down. The tube sways back and forth during this, and you get a smidge of air in the last hump. So our tube would routinely wipe out when we hit the water. The right side has a similar start, but the outdoor bit was not nearly as dynamic. I did not get to try the other slides. Most others were in an activity pool for kids. Then there was the Pedernales Falls tube slide. This one was closed for refurbishment. It was not overly tall, and per the employees, it's quite mild, but I liked how it was tucked among the trees. While the slide lineup is small, I found it very enjoyable, especially because we could keep running back around for as many rides as we wanted. If you get hungry, there's the Rivertop Bar and Grill. I cannot speak to the quality because we chose to eat off property. Now for the main downside of this place, the price tag. Calling this place exorbitant is an understatement. The only reason we were visiting here is because my wife had a conference here and her work foot the bill. The rooms themselves start at $400 to $900 a night. That is the starting price for the cheapest room. On top of that, the room is taxed at roughly 17%. But that's not all. You also have a mandatory resort fee of $56 per day. This is what gets you access to the water park. Then it costs $34 per day to park your car. So at minimum, you will be spending anywhere from $550 to $1,100 per night. And again, this is for the cheapest room. Alternatively, you can visit the water park as a non-resort guest with a day pass. These are priced at $75 per person. However, they are extremely limited to keep crowds low, so you want to buy your tickets in advance. Weekend dates often sell out days or weeks in advance. Weekdays typically have better availability, but they too can sell out. It is worth noting you still have to pay the $34 parking rate, even if you are not staying overnight. So do I recommend River Bluff Experience? If you're staying at the JW Marriott anyway, absolutely. This is a pretty and well-operated water park. There's a nice atmosphere between the greenery and friendly employees. Then you have some quality slides that are well worth experiencing. But is it worth the price? While the resort was nice, I thought it was extremely expensive to stay overnight. We would not have stayed there if my wife's work did not cover it. The day passes are far more palatable, but that still makes it one of the priciest water parks in the country. Compared to the area's other water parks, River Bluff Experience has the best atmosphere, and the low crowds result in a calmer, more laid-back day. Think of the high price point as having a fast pass on top of your admission ticket. I think it's a much better value to visit Aquatica at SeaWorld San Antonio or Hurricane Harbor at Six Flags Fiesta Texas if attractions are your main priority. You can often get into those parks for half the price of River Bluff Experience, and they have way more slides available. Those places are busier and more hectic though, especially in the peak summer season. Those are my thoughts on River Bluff Experience Water Park at the JW Marriott San Antonio. What are your thoughts on this park? Have you been there? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this review, I would appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you consider subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster and amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.